Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna go over some RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars review, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 9, Episode 7. This was an acting challenge, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you my thoughts and opinions on the episode. But before we do get into this episode, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button, become part of the Sandwich Hour community. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Sandwich Hour on all platforms. Again, before we do get into this review, make sure to not send hate to any of the queens mentioned in this video, because that's not what these are meant for. These are meant for us to have a fun time over here on this side of the interwebs, talk about all things Drag Race, and just have a cute little kiki. So, with that being said, again, do not send hate, like, share, comment, subscribe. I also did want to put out this little little statement, if you will. I've been seeing a lot of online content, a lot of online social media posts about All Stars 10 and rumored cast lists and things like that. Again, filming has not officially started according to the information that I've seen. And because of that, I have not done a rumored cast list video. When it comes to my channel, I try to do the rumored cast videos after I know filming has started, because granted, I don't think World of Wonder is really necessarily watching my content, but that doesn't mean I want to be messing up with anyone's bag and getting them kicked off the show. Again, I'm not saying that's going to be me, but like, it's possible that, like, hey, some video comes out with this queens including this cast, they get kicked off the show. I don't know. But because of that, that's in my brain, that's how that works. I usually wait until we know filming has started. So rumors are saying filming is starting sometime next week. I think we'll get a more definitive cast list as well at that point, because it seems like every single day I go on social media, the rumored cast list had changed. Don't get me wrong, there are a few queens who have been pretty consistently rumored, and I have seen that. But because of that, I wanted to wait to have a more definitive list. So I will be going over the All-Stars 10 rumored cast list, hopefully sometime this week. Again, I will keep y'all updated on that. But let's get into this episode. Episode starts out, Queen's coming back into the workroom. Roxy was cut off by Angie. Again, this was a smart choice because Roxy has the most badges at this point. She has 3 badges, and of course, you want to cut off the front runner so that they can get more badges. Because if you want to make it to the end, it makes sense. Although, actually, maybe it makes sense to cut off someone with fewer badges so that you can get ahead of that person, and then we'll get to that because that's Plastique's theory. But Roxy was a little upset about it. She's like, I don't like the game Angie's playing. And this is my comment on this. I feel like Roxy, again, she talked about this later in the episode, so I will give her credit. I feel like Roxy was reading a little bit too much into that, because literally the previous week she made an entire big ordeal about cutting off Angie, where she was like, I don't see anyone, I don't see anyone, I don't see anyone. Didn't see anyone, quote unquote. Still ended up cutting off. It wasn't Angie. She ended up cutting off Mick, right? So I do think that's interesting. Again, they're cutting off front runners, which is ultimately a smart strategy. Especially if you're trying to get further on, because the queens with the most badges at the end, the top 3 get to lip sync or get to compete for the crown. So Angie's explaining her reasoning. Again, this is like, there are stakes, but it's very light drama, and this season is kind of boring me. I'm not gonna lie. We get a moment of Plastique talking about math and how she feels like if you cut off someone with the same number of badges as you, then you have a better chance to get ahead of them, which will then further your chances to make it to the finale. Because at some point, the people with the most badges are just going to go, right? So cutting them off isn't necessarily going to stop them from going into the finale. So I kind of get where she's coming from, but at what point do you switch your strategy? At what point in the competition Is it secured spot in the finale? I don't know. Again, there's some twists and turns that we could get further on in the season, like they did in All Star 7 with the talent show, where I think they each got 3 badge, 2 badge, 3 badge. They got a lot of badges. So again, twists and turns, you never know what to expect. RuPaul comes in, introduces a mini challenge where the queens are going to have to stick fruit in between their legs and try to walk it into a basket. It's called Fruity Patootie. It's a fun challenge. I don't know. I don't have too many opinions on it. They're kind of just trying to carry as much fruit across to put in a basket. The fruit bounces out. The fruit messes around. Whatever the case may be. It was a cute challenge. I don't know. Also, they are playing for immunity. The person who wins this cannot be cut off by the winner of the main challenge. So, hey, that's a bonus. Sure. I don't know. I did think it was funny when Nina was going. I noticed. I think. Wait, no, that's corn. Is that corn? Is it a banana? I don't know. It was a weird challenge. It was fun. Nina picked the wrong day to wear white pants. Oh, Nina. Ultimately, Nina West did win. I believe, got 9 fruits into the basket. I think it was. I don't remember. Nina wins. She is immune from being cut off. Cool. RuPaul then introduces the main challenge, which is going to be the acting challenge. The queens are going to have to do one-on-one scenes with RuPaul based on classic campy movies. Again, I have not seen many of these movies that they were referencing. However, I feel like they were able to bring those storylines into relation with each of the individual queens' storyline on the show. So they're trying to make it watchable for people who haven't seen the movies. And also, if you have seen the movies, I'm sure you're getting a whole nother side to it. It was an interesting challenge. It was not my favorite. I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. This is not my favorite episode. I don't know. The wig was funny. Mick has a moment talking about their showing emotion, how they feel being a trans man, showing emotion, the idea of masculinity. It's all gender is a gender is a construct carried apart, wearable art and terrible art. Anyways, um. Gender is a spectrum, and I think this is something that is really important to have conversations about like masculinity, femininity, what those sort of standards hold in our society, what is expected from people who present those ways, and all of the above. Um, I did think this was a really important conversation to have. Yes. Again, shout out to Mick. Really just crashing the system, breaking down those barriers and having these conversations, which I love. I did want to point out in this, if you look over here, RuPaul has a teleprompter. That's the word, right? She has her lines on the screen. And I think the other queens have it over on the other side too. So they each have their lines to work through. Anyways, new day in the workroom. We're moving through. Not a whole lot happened this episode. I kind of just want to get to the actual like runway, talk about all of that. This is RuPaul's look. I don't love it. I'm sorry. I get the whole like tropical vibe and the flower tying into that. Um I like a longer gown moment. I like a full outfit, and this feels very, very not to the standard that I hope for RuPaul, if I'm being honest. It's interesting because we have RuPaul in these outfits, and then you have look over up north in Canada and the outfits that Brooklyn Heights is wearing. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then also Nikki Doll in France. I feel like the hosts aren't all on the same level in terms of outfits. Again, no disrespect to RuPaul, because this show would not exist if it were not for RuPaul. Like, we need to say that first and foremost. Michelle, no opinions. I don't have any opinions. Carson, I like this. I like the necklace. I don't know why, but I really like this whole like two different necklace moment. Again, the white tying in with that, and I love how, like, I think it's silver. I think it was silver. The silver looks really good. I like it. And then Colton Haynes. I don't know who you are. All right, category is Weeping Widow. Weeping Widow, I think it was. Up first is Nina West doing a Haunted Mansion inspired runway. I enjoyed this. I thought Nina did a good job with the outfit. I like the presentation. I love, again, Nina West is kind of giving me like the Disney Queen. So I think it's a smart move to bring in Haunted Mansion references to, you see what I'm saying? And also the reveal. I thought it was a well done concept. I enjoyed it. Honestly, I did enjoy this look from Nina. I'll give her a fab. It's a fab. Roxy Andrews, I love the gold. I love the glittery blood splatter. Like, that's my fave. And I like the dress. Very classic beauty. She looks nice. I'll give it a fab. It's a fab. Again, I just love the blood splatter with like the glitter like that. So pretty. So pretty. Angie. I really love this. I love this. I think it's very, very well done, very gorgeous. Her mug is stamped. And I love how the with the spider web is framing her face. And the urn in the wig, I think it's a really fun detail. Yeah, I like this look a lot from Angie. I think Angie looks fab. It's a fab, baby. Yes. Plastique is gorge. Plastique tiara is gorgeous. Every runway, every runway, every runway. Plastique is eating the girls. And it's crazy. It's crazy. She's so pretty. Like, her makeup, oh my god, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Chanel. I love the makeup. The makeup is always gorgeous on Chanel, like always and forever. It's a nice ball gown, like it's big. I love a big ball gown, you know that. And the makeup is just gorgeous. Oh my god, Chanel. I want Chanel to paint me someday. Like, so pretty. So pretty. Her makeup is stunning. And the presentation that she brings on the runway every time, I'm kind of obsessed. The outfit's not my fave, but the mug is always untouchable. So, shout out. Georges is very cutesy. Doesn't necessarily give me the category, so I'm gonna give it a drab, unfortunately. I did like the outfit that she revealed too. I just don't see the category for me. For me. For me. Got Meek, who's doing a candelabra-inspired look using latex. I thought this was really well done. I love all the lights, and again, Gottmik is always gonna look fab on the runway. Always. Always. Always gonna look fab. And this is gorge. It's gorge. It's gorge. Gorge. Fab. Yes, yes, yes. Mick looks stunning. Stunning. And then we have Vanjie. Vanjie. I do like the reveal. I love the foxtail moment. I didn't notice if the shoes were red bottoms, but if they were, that would have been like, I don't know why, something about them is just so hot. Like when you have the red to walk by. Oh my god. She looks gorgeous though. She looks really, really nice. I get it for Vanjie. I get it. I don't know. It's not my fave. My fave runway is probably Gottmik. I think Gottmik has my favorite runway. Yeah. Ultimately, RuPaul and oh wait, no, we get to the actual acting challenge. It's fun. I'm kind of gonna let these scroll through again. The meeting in the ladies' room. I feel like I didn't get a lot of the references. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've not seen a lot of these movies, so I do feel like I was missing out on a lot of the jokes. I mean, they worked for the show because obviously you have all the history that each of the queens bring, but they were relating it to the movies, and I feel like I didn't get the movie references, which made this challenge a little bit not as interesting for me. I do kind of think RuPaul just likes a fake slap, and this was kind of just like RuPaul's way to get to fake slap everybody. But Nina West is great at overacting. I mean, I didn't expect any less from Nina West. Very melodramatic, very extreme reactions, just very, very great job from Nina West. I thought she did really, really well. And again, I didn't expect anything different. Roxy Andrews, the champagne is burned. I thought this was really well done by Roxy. I enjoyed her acting. Was it my favorite? No. But I think she did a great job with the just playing with it, having fun. Yeah. Yeah. Angie kind of killed it. Angie killed. Are we surprised? No. And again, I think Angie just oozes charisma with every single challenge she puts in herself into it and makes it her. Oh my god, she's so good. She's so good. Honestly, Angie might be my pick for the winner of this season. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it. I'm thinking it. Angie's killing it. She's killing it this season. Literally killing it. So good. RuPaul loves her too. Plastique looks fabulous. In terms of the acting, not the best. Again, this isn't Plastique's strong suit. The coat is fab. The coat is fab. I did notice that she switched the side of her reaction. But hey. Also, shout out to her mentioning Drag Race Thailand. I don't know if that will happen, but if it does, we have a host. We have a host right here, baby. The looks are gonna be fab. Yeah. Chanel. I think Chanel was one of the weaker ones, personally. Again, I'm just kind of bored with the challenge, personally. George's was cute. I love the wig moment, and also the chair was very funny. Yeah, the chair was very funny. That's kind of my perspective on that. It's fine. Not the best. Mick, not the best either for me. Kind of forgettable. No shade. Again, RuPaul loves a fake slap. That's what this entire challenge was. Banji. I've actually seen Showgirls and didn't really get Showgirls from this, which was a little bit disappointing. Maybe I need to rewatch Showgirls so I can get it again, but I feel like I didn't really get Showgirls. The hair's fab, but the challenge, not her best. Not her best. For me, it was not her best. The glass eye moment was funny. It was funny. And then cue RuPaul slapping every member of the crew. Sure. And then this is Raven. I just wanted to take a picture so you can see. I can't believe that's Raven. I can't believe that's Raven. That's wild. This is wild. This is wild. All right. Yeah, the winners are Nina West and Angie, which again feels correct. I think that was the right choice. Angie was definitely my favorite of the challenge. And I think Nina did very well. Yeah, I also think Roxy could have taken Nina's spot, but I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. They're gonna lip sync to Lover Girl by Tina Marie. When it comes to this lip sync Nina was kind of walking back and forth. I definitely think Angie was owning it. Again, I think Angie is bringing a whole new level to her lip syncs this season, which I love to see. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like, Nina again kind of walks back and forth. That is what happened, and I thought Angie did a great job with it. So for me, the clear winner was Angie. Congratulations. She wins $10,000 for her charity, the National Black Justice Coalition, which I love. Shout out to Angie. And of course, also because Nina did win the immunity and she didn't need it, they donate $2,500 to her charity, which is the Trevor Project. And again, all the charities for the queens will be included in the links down below. That's something I will do for every episode of this season. Yes. And then Angie gets to cut off someone. She ends up cutting off Gottmik, which I think is fair. I also think she could have cut off Plastique. Again, Plastique has 3 wins at this point. But hey, if you think about the season as a whole, now, where we are in the season is episode 7. I believe there are going to be a decent number more, maybe 5. I'm not sure. In terms of badges, Roxy has 3, Angie has 3, Plastique has 3, Vanjie has 2, Mick has 2, Nina has 2, Georgia has 2, and then I think it's just Chanel with 0. That's kind of wild, actually, huh? And next week is a design challenge, so I do think cutting off Mick it's kind of a smart idea. I am excited for the design challenge. I love a good design challenge. Maybe Chanel will get her first win. Fingers crossed for her. She deserves a badge at some point. I can't believe we are at 7 episodes in and Chanel has not won any challenges. That is crazy. But yeah, that kind of brings the end of this review. Again, this episode was alright. It was not my favorite. This season is starting to get a little bit boring to me, no shade. That's kind of why my review is came out a little bit later this week than it would normally. But hey, that's my opinion on that. Let me know what you think about all this down below in the comment section. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Sandwich Hour community. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Sandwich Hour on all platforms. I will be back here later this week with the All-Stars 10 rumored cast list. That's my goal for this week, assuming we get an official list. Again, I do get my information from Reddit. I will own up to that. So I will be on the lookout for that. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on, again, yeah, I already said all that. Don't hesitate. I will be back here later with some more content. Have a good rest of your night, your day, wherever you are. And I will see y'all later. Bye.